We're live.
So good to be back.
So good to be back. Welcome back to Tim and Friends. Although we are missing a friend.
We are missing one friend.
Oh my god. Yep, we are missing
We're missing a friend in the
one
studio
crucial
today.
friend. This microphone's
Gonna be messing with that today.
yes.
So we're gonna dedicate this episode to our missing friend, Alex.
Alex. I don't think she knows we're doing this, but
No, she has zero clue and she's not gonna be happy about it.
you know what? I don't know.
She'll be back. She'll be back one day.
She'll be back. Let's hope.
Miss
How are
the
you
studio.
doing?
Miss the
Miss
studio.
the studio. Actually, you have two lovely e-board members here.
So true. That is so true.
We're moving up the ranks after a year hiatus.
Yeah.
Um,
Your hiatus became better people, better versions of ourselves.
Yes, and a better show.
And a better show.
Who
So
knows?
true.
Yes. So excited to be back. So busy. What have you been busy with?
What haven't I been busy with, Tim? I'm on 3 e-boards this year. So, never getting a break. Started student observing.
Oh, how's that?
Eventful to say the least. I don't think I could out some stories about the kids.
No.
Yeah,
No.
I wasn't going to, but I just said I don't think I can. But you know what? Eventful. They're cute. They're fun. Fun time. How are you doing?
Doing great. Doing work, schoolwork.
Right.
Been busy with that. Yeah, nothing else really going on.
I get that. So I did hear you had a special announcement to make about something going on this weekend.
Oh, yes. So the lovely club, Iona Players, I'm going to give them a shout out. A lovely member of the club, although I am taking a break this semester, a little busy, a little too busy. You knew this.
I'm just trying to give dramatic effect here. Keep the audience engaged.
But they have their lovely show this week, and Rent the musical. We all love it. Adina Menzel and the others, I forget their names are slipping me, originated it. A lovely story, actually kind of a sad story.
Yeah.
But a lovely story told through musicale of the 90s of struggling artists. It is this weekend, I believe the 20th and 21st at 7 o'clock on the 20th, and then on the 21st at 2 and 7, and then for the first time in Players history, we're doing 2 weekends.
Whoa,
so
2 weekends.
Then we're doing the following weekend, the 27th at 7, and then the 28th, the second at 2 and at 7.
Tim, did you know what's going on that weekend?
What?
You should know what's going on that weekend. A special thing, a very special thing.
It is our lovely co-host, well, one of our lovely co-hosts, birthdays.
Birthday! What are you going to get me?
My love.
I don't know if that's ideal. Can I return it?
No.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, is he stopping in?
Oh, no, he's saying hi. The door's locked. He can't get in.
Can't get in.
One of our lovely supporters, let's call him.
Yep, supporter.
Just walks by.
You could probably see him. You could have seen in the window.
Who knows? Yeah.
So, on the topic of my birthday, my birthday comes before a very special holiday, Halloween.
Halloween.
Let's talk about costumes. What do we think we're gonna do? Like, what are some of your options?
Okay, I'm going very basic because we're probably gonna go out for one of the nights.
Right.
To like, who knows where? Just out on the town. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to get a costume. I'm just gonna say it.
Okay.
What I want is like a 2D costume.
What do you mean?
Like, like a banana. Like you throw it on over a hot dog.
You want like one of those silly little goofy things,
like
where you can just wear normal
like
clothes.
Hot dogs, pizza, burger. Sometimes
you want
you're
like a literal 3D costume.
Sometimes you're like a White Claw, like, you know what I mean? Like those costumes.
Okay, I get that. So you want to?
So I think I'm gonna order one on Amazon because it's also just easy. Because then I can wear sweats and be like, it's black. I'm trying to blend. No, I'm trying to blend in.
It's gonna be hot.
I'm trying.
Maybe cold. Depends on the day. I don't know what.
I don't know what the temperatures.
Yeah, I don't know
Our
what
luck, it's
temperature.
gonna rain.
Oh my gosh. It
What are you?
never is
So
not
that's my
raining.
uninteresting idea, and I probably would wear it 3 days in a row.
Right.
So what are you thinking? Because I know you're gonna have 9 different costume changes.
Yeah. I like to say that Halloween was made for me just because I was born the day before it, and like Halloween's very special to me. My dad decorates my house. It's a haunted house. It's crazy. We won a contest for it. Did you know that?
I didn't.
I'll show you pictures. So shout out to my dad and his Halloween house in case he watches this. Okay, anyways. Um, yeah, a lot of costumes, a lot of ideas. Haven't ordered any of them. Probably will order them tonight. Thinking Velma, Scooby Doo.
But are you gonna do the whole Scooby Gang?
See, that's where it comes into the problem because no. But also, like,
But I feel like you need a Daphne.
I don't need a Daphne. I could go solo. Like, do I need a Daphne as a best friend? Do I need a Shaggy as a boyfriend? Like, whatever, honestly, at this point. But I have like glasses, the bangs, brown hair. Like, it's easy for me.
I would get a Scooby Doo onesie.
Do you want to be my Scooby Doo?
I don't know. We'll have to rethink that.
All right, we'll talk about that in a later moment. Okay, so that's one costume. Then, my roommate Jill, shout out Jill. We just discussed this in Starbucks, and we decided that she's gonna be Belle. And I said, "Oh, you know what? I really was thinking about Snow White. It's on my Pinterest board. Maybe I'll be Snow White, and that could be our roommate costume." And she was like, "That would be splendid." So,
So are you actually doing that? Now, are you buying
yes.
a costume? Are we making the costume?
So see, with I didn't. Do you want me to answer that after my third cast?
Oh yes.
I have a third one too. Um, and then I think our room is doing a costume, but I'm gonna keep that under the wraps. Under people
that
are gonna
what I
go
think it is?
Mystery. I said mystery. I don't know if you know what it is. You might. Yeah. I hope that they didn't hear that, because then my costume reveal is like it's not as fun.
Well, I don't even think we have a single viewer, so
I'm pretending that we have like 15, maybe 20, maybe 50.
you know what? We should post on our stories
Oh yeah.
that we're live.
Let me post on my private story a picture of you, and then you post a picture of me, and then
Currently
she's
live at the studio. I'm so sorry to our viewers, but we are.
Okay, we're just gonna hold up, guys. This is called a Snapchat in the moment.
Hold on.
Smile.
I'm dual cameraing this.
Smile. Okay, that was called social media publicity.
My microphone keeps falling down, but I think it's fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, so back to my costumes, obviously. Um, so for the Velma costume, I have an orange shirt already. Pretty easy. Gonna have to buy the skirt and socks, I guess. But I'm not doing heels with that. I refuse. I'm doing white sneakers.
Doesn't she wear black shoes?
I think she wears red shoes, but I'm not buying red shoes for this occasion. Like, I don't care enough to buy red shoes.
Understandable.
Then for Snow White, I'm thinking like this like blue shirt thing I found, yellow skirt, red bow in the hair, a red lip.
A red lip.
Red lip, guys.
Love a red lip.
And then I actually don't know what I'm doing for the costume, for the group costume, because no one is answering when I ask them, what does that costume entail? So yeah, those are my costumes. Tim is now opening Snapchats.
Sorry,
he
no,
doesn't
I got
even
distracted.
care about our
I got
podcast.
distracted. I'm so sorry.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
So
I'm kind of excited.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited for Christmas. But
oh yeah, don't even get me started on Christmas. But I don't want to switch the topic yet before we get on to like Christmas. Let's talk about some Halloween costumes we don't want to see.
Oh, Barbie, number one.
Yep. I know
but unless
three people doing Ken already. That's ridiculous.
But this is my thing with Barbie, is that if it's a good Barbie.
Right.
So if you do like, I feel like it has to be good. Like you can't just wear pink and do your hair nice and be like, I'm Barbie. Or
yeah,
put
no,
on a
I'm not about
wig.
that. I'm not about
but
that.
But if you're like in the workouts, like let's say the workout, like you have that
I'm
leotard.
not even about that anymore.
No, if you got the leg warmers, if you're going all the way. No,
because then just say you're from the 80s. Don't be like, I'm workout Barbie. No, just say you're from the 80s. Like,
I understand that. but I just think it's a lot. What else is there gonna be?
Well, I was gonna say I'm pro cowboy Barbie from the movie. You know when she had the pink outfit on. If someone like whips that out and it's like really good, I'll be okay with that.
If for really, I think if anyone is good,
Oh, all
that
right,
was a
stopped.
sound.
That was a crazy sound. All right, all right.
That was a crazy sound.
Yeah, who knows? What's a costume I don't want to see?
Sorry.
I really don't want to see any Wednesday Addams.
Was that really this year?
Yeah, that was this year. It happened in like the spring. That show. I think it was the
Yeah,
spring.
I can't do Wednesday.
And you know what? I'm saying that because last year, right after Halloween, obviously I started planning my costumes a year in advance. And I wanted to be Wednesday. And I was like, swag, gonna be great, have the dark
Really?
hair,
You want it to be Wednesday?
braids, bangs. But then
Yep.
then the TV show came out and I was like, well, now everybody's gonna be Wednesday, so it doesn't matter anymore. Like I'm not doing it. So
That's lovely.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tim just isn't paying attention
There's
to
actually
our
a tour
podcast.
going by, and I know the people are going by.
Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Haley. Just give her a shout out.
Yeah. Shout out to Haley and Juliana, both players.
Both
Yeah,
players.
both players. So come out and see Rent.
So back to Rent.
That was my plug.
Bring it around town. Okay, other costumes we don't want to see.
I think it's just because I'm doing it, but I hope there's more like of these 2D costumes. I don't want to see a jersey. I don't want to see a jersey and
Okay,
you
no
say
jersey.
I'm Tom Brady because I'm wearing
Right,
a jersey. At least put on a helmet. If you maybe resemble him, okay.
Okay.
But I don't want, I put on a jersey. That's my costume.
Okay,
I sometimes like a pun.
A pun, okay.
Like I love like a chick magnet where they put the rubber duckies on them and then like a magnet and then
I've never seen that, but I get what you mean.
Like I love a pun.
Like a holy cow.
Yes, and you get like a cow and you're like a nun. Yeah, like
not a nun.
Or like a priest or
Halo.
something.
Halo.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, like that.
I get that. What I don't want to see, 'cause I'm gonna be controversial. I don't want to see any more vampires.
I was a vampire in my youth.
That doesn't really count. I'm talking about vampires where like you put on a black outfit, a little scandalous black tube top with like black leather pants, and then you just do like a little bit of like fake blood on the corner of your mouth, and you're like, "Oh, I'm a vampire."
I'm done with the sexy costume of like I'm a vampire, but you wear no clothes and have a little blood.
That's what I was referring to. I just didn't want to say that.
I am gonna say that. Or like, oh, I'm a zombie and you have nothing. Put on a prosthetic. I want to see like the thing.
Yeah. No, yeah.
And then they're like, well, I bet I'm like a zombie cheerleader. No one wants to see that.
Yeah, no.
I would be more impressed of the person that goes out and goes like real ugly. Like in Mean Girls.
Yeah.
When she like that's
bring back ugly costumes. Let's bring that back.
Yes. Bring back ugly costumes. Bring back being ugly for Halloween.
Yeah. I'm done with this like trying to look cute. Obviously, I'm saying this and then all my costumes I'm only going to be trying to look cute. But you know what? If it was acceptable in society, I would dress ugly, okay? And I don't know what I would be, but I would dress like crazy. I actually know exactly what I would be. I've decided it right now.
What?
Lydia Dietz. Yeah, Lydia Dietz. Yeah. From Beetlejuice. You know her in like the red. You know Beetlejuice? I know you know Beetlejuice. That's all you know from it. Okay, you know Beetlejuice. You know when she like gets married to Beetlejuice and she's in that like red.
The movie?
Yes, and in the Broadway musical.
I have never seen the Broadway musical.
Okay, well, I figured you might have. That's why I was referencing it.
I definitely seen it because I've seen the costume change.
Okay, well, yes, you know she's in that full red like crazy thing.
That's what you would do?
I would do that, and I would do the makeup for it, and I would make myself look like dark circles on
the eyes.
I don't love
Beetlejuice.
Oh, well, that's awkward.
What's your favorite Halloween movie?
It's basic. Halloween Town. I watch Halloween Town every season, every day out of the year. It was over the summer, and I was watching
I canceled my Disney Plus.
I get it.
Because I'm just gonna say it. There wasn't enough.
I get that. No, I do.
and I was paying for it. Like, it was something I was
Oh.
paying for. I was like, I'm gonna purchase it because I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes I love a Disney movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't loving Disney enough for $10.99.
Yeah.
No.
I do get that. I really
So,
do.
but my roommate has Disney Plus, and it's on my TV.
Okay, so it's basically like you're watching it.
Do you like a horror?
That's the hot topic with me
Mhm.
because you know what? I pass out at the sight of blood. Don't do well with that. But
Like, have you seen Scream?
parts of it. I have seen parts of it, but I haven't seen
Scream, I
that
think.
many horror movies.
So I
I don't
watched
do
it.
well with them.
There's 7,
That's ridiculous.
and they're coming out with an 8th. So
That's ridiculous.
Janae, what's her name?
Jenna Ortega?
She's in the new ones.
Yeah, I did know that. She's like the hot topic of like
So
anything kind of scary.
me and Abby, my friend
yes.
Abby, also lovely member. I don't think she's
I
been
don't
on
think
the
Abby has
pod.
ever been on the pod.
Maybe she'll be on the pod one day.
Yeah, I think that podcast might have been pre-Abby.
Who knows?
Who really knows?
Who knows anything?
True.
But so there's 7 of them, and I had seen the first one, and the first one is like one of those movies. It could be a standalone.
Yeah, I thought it was a standalone for a while, and then
then there's 2
wasn't.
and 3, which is fun. I don't
Right.
want to give it away, but it's a good, like, 2 gets good, and there's like it's a good plot line,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Sorry,
3
dude.
is actually also very good.
Got a text from Alex. I thought she was like she was just asking about the mail address.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the mail address.
Yeah, she needs a mail address.
And then 4 goes like off the rails.
Right.
And then you kind of get me back with 5.
Okay, I get that.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
I get that.
Honestly, we should watch Scream because I love Scream. Like,
I mean,
I've already watched it.
Our entire room loves to watch Halloween movies and scary movies and whatever, so I feel like it's always kind of something that's on a little bit.
And I think Scream, the franchise itself, has done a really good job to like tie it back. Like, it's not just, oh, this is a random thing. It like always goes back to like
the originals.
Well,
that's good. I'm trying to think what other Halloween movies I love. I just love a good
I like Halloween Town. Halloween
Disney one.
Do you like Halloween High?
That one was fine. Yeah, I thought that one had some flavor. It was good, but I don't know if I ever actually watched. I might have when it first came out when I was little.
Well, did you know that girl married the guy?
Halloween. Yeah, I did actually. I follow her TikTok. But the very last Halloween Town where it's not the original girl Marnie.
Is that the college one?
Yeah, I think it's the college one. So
wait, how many are there?
There's
Halloween,
3.
Halloween 2. What happens in Halloween 2?
Isn't that just Halloween High? No. There's 4 of them. There's the original Halloween Town. There's Halloween Town Caliber's
Is that the one where they all turn gray and they go missing?
Yes. No, they go missing in the first one. They're gray in the second one, and like the guy turns into a frog. Like it's like a whole like you have to like freeze time. They like whatever. Actually, I don't think they freeze time. But anyways, that's the second one. Then it's Halloween High, and then it's Halloween whatever the heck that last name is. That last one.
I don't remember Halloween High. Hold on.
You do remember Halloween High, Tim? It's the one where they have like the layer in the locker. You know.
I thought that was the university one.
No, you don't even remember Halloween, the college edition, because it's that terrible. Sorry to whoever made it. I just didn't like that there was a recasting in it, honestly. I'm going to be fully honest. Recast it and I didn't like it.
Hold on. I'm looking up the franchise.
Tim's looking up the franchise. Like I didn't just explain the exact franchise.
Hold on.
Did I get the order right?
Halloween Town. Yep,
did.
Halloween High. Debbie Reynolds, R.I.P.
He's just looking at it right now. But yeah, great franchise. Can't say a negative thing about it except for the last movie. I could say negative things about that one.
So who did she marry?
I just told you who she married. She married that guy. He's the one in the second movie.
That's so cute.
Yeah, he's the bad guy in the second movie.
But then why did we replace her for the last movie?
I don't remember. I remember watching the story time about it, but I never paid full enough attention to it, if I'm being honest.
So everyone's the same except her?
Yes. So that's why it's like extra controversial. It's weird. Well, now he's just on Wikipedia about this. This is going to be a full discussion when we finish this. Tim, what are you doing? He's on Wikipedia. I don't know what to say about it.
No, because
He's
I
just on
just now I
Wikipedia.
need. Sorry, I just now need to like.
Tim, if there were viewers watching
Apparently,
this
she
right now,
didn't
they'd
want to
click
do
off.
it.
Oh, I bet that's not true. She was probably like pregnant or something. I'm
We
just
couldn't
making
make
that
the
up.
deal work. That's so sad, Kimberly Chamber.
Tim, people are clicking off our stream as you
No
do
one
this.
is on the stream.
But if they were, they'd be clicking off.
There was a person. Hold
See,
on.
and I bet they clicked off.
Is there someone watching? I don't know. Oh, I think someone clicked off.
Because you were on. Because you were
No,
reading.
it had nothing to do with Halloween Town. I also do like the movie Halloween. Have you ever seen it with Jamie Lee Curtis?
No, I've never seen it.
That's a good one. Also, again, another good franchising.
I do know there's multiple of that, but I'm telling you, I haven't seen many like Halloween movies. I do have an important question. Do you consider The Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
It's a Halloween.
Right.
It's Halloween with Christmas elements. Like,
that's a good way to describe it.
That's where I get, because I love an ABC Family.
Of course.
Actually, I'm gonna talk and do this because I remember looking at the ABC Family like
Halloween specials.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't there a Charlie Brown Halloween? Is that the Great Pumpkin?
The Great Pumpkin. My
Is that
family's
Halloween?
a big yes. That's the one where they all go to the they all dress up as different things. Like one's a witch, and then one of them went to go make like a costume and put a bunch of holes in his.
Right.
And then Charlie Brown, every time they're like, I got a Hershey bar, I got a this, and he goes, I got a rock. And then they go to the next house and they're like, I got this, I got that, and they goes, I got a rock.
I got
he just
a
keeps
rock.
getting rocks. Hold on.
That's good. I can't say I like A Nightmare Before Christmas though.
I don't really either.
I hate clay animation. It freaks me out. I refuse to watch Nightmare Before Christmas. It's the one movie where like I will not watch it. I don't care
what is today's date?
This 18th. What's on tonight?
The Simpsons? Treehouse of Horror?
Boo.
Tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
Hocus Pocus
at
6:15, and then The Sorcerer's Apprentice. What is that?
No clue what that is.
Bewitched?
Never
is that
watched.
the one with the twins?
Don't know. Hocus Pocus, that's one we could talk about forever. Because I know you love.
Then it's Haunted Mansion, Hocus Pocus again, Hotel Transylvania double feature. So 1 and 2. Was not a fan of Hotel Transylvania.
No, I don't think there needed to be a second one. I actually thought it was really weird when she just like went on about her pregnancy.
The 22nd, which is what, Saturday?
Right.
Starting at 7 a.m. Halloween Town Marathon.
Oh, on which day is that?
Saturday.
See, I'm going to a Halloween festive lunch brunch thing on Saturday, but if it wasn't for that. Okay. So it's this restaurant called Oscar Wilde in the city. And you're gonna go Google it now? Yeah, of course.
Have to.
All right. So I'll explain while he's Googling. It's this cool.
Because I need a visual, and for us viewers out there who need visuals,
well,
look it up yourself. Can you please do it again?
Yeah. Oscar Wilde. It's a restaurant in the city, and basically their whole thing is every few months they switch their themes, like theme in the restaurant. Right. So like last theme around was Alice in Wonderland, and I don't know how long the themes stay for, but it was Alice in Wonderland, and they decorate like crazy, like it's like ham. So anyways,
they don't even have an Instagram. They have a Twitter.
No, they have an Instagram. That's how I found it. Anyways, or not how I found it. I found their Instagram, I mean. But anyways, Alex and I were perusing, our other co-host, and we found this restaurant, or she found it on TikTok or something. And we saw that they just were opening up for the season, and that for this season they go crazy on Halloween decor. And somehow we managed to get a reservation for this weekend for us to go for the crazy Halloween themed whatever. And
Okay,
a
hold
spot
on.
opened up in our reservation, and I told Tim, "Come on, Tim, let's go." And he's not coming.
Well, I have the show to go to,
But he's also going to the show the night before, and
but you know I
also
have to go out and support.
but also my whole point is that we're going early in the day, so he
Oh,
could make
this
both.
is it.
Right? Does it not look fabulous? Can you describe to the viewers what
Hold-
you're looking at?
So there's like a clown. There's a clown bartender. That
There
might be
is.
a
Oh.
lot.
Apparently the food is like okay. Like it's not like I don't
Well,
know if
that's
it's
why.
like
If you guys don't know anything about me, is I love to look at a menu. When someone tells me about a restaurant, the
right.
first thing I do is go look at the menu.
See, that's where we differ. My first
So are you
thing
going
is
for
I gotta look
brunch?
at the atmosphere. I gotta look up pictures. I actually don't remember. Oh wait, actually I could tell you because the reservations are under my name.
Is it at 11? Because on Saturday and Sunday it's brunch at 11.
Oh, I'm actually just kidding you, Tim. You could not come to this reservation if you wanted to also go to the show. Our reservation's at 7.
At night?
Yes.
Okay, so you're getting dinner, not brunch.
Yeah, I don't know why. You know what? The other place that we're doing for the Christmas reservations, I think that might be a lunch. Might also be a dinner. I might just be lying. But yes, it's a
There's
dinner.
not a lot. I mean, it does look like good stuff.
Yeah, it's more like can you check if there's anything for me on there? You see any gluten-free options?
I'm not seeing that.
Oh no. It's all right. I'll work around it. Never let it
Unless you
stop
want
you.
buffalo cauliflower.
Might not be what I wound up getting.
Calamari. I've been craving calamari.
Yeah, calamari's good. But some
There's a fun
places
cocktail list.
all right. Well, that's not what we're looking at for this restaurant. Um yeah, no. It's
None
gonna
of them
be
look good.
all right. We're going for the atmosphere, Tim. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I mean, it looks good. I'm gonna tell you.
Like you're
There's
telling
also
me
another scary restaurant. I think it's called
is it called Jekyll and Hyde?
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah. So want to hear some crazy stories about Jekyll and Hyde?
Because you go.
All right. So my
Is it
big
a club?
thing no, it's a restaurant, but I haven't been since I was little and I want to face my fears and go back. Basically, when I was little, my family for Christmas would always go see a Broadway show, like my cousins and like my grandma, my grandpa, my aunts, my uncles, my dad, like
And
my
you would go
mom.
here after?
Yeah, before or after. And anyways, this restaurant used to scare me so bad as a kid. I used to cry outside the restaurant, refuse to go in. I was little though, like it was like preschool. And I just remember there was like a moose head on the wall that would like sing, or it was like a bear head or something, and it would talk. And I was so terrified to sit underneath it. And like my dad had to take me out of the restaurant when it started talking because I like
Is this what it
freaked
looks like?
out.
There's like a mummy head.
Or maybe it was a mummy head. No, it wasn't a mummy head. It was a moose head of some sorts. And then I remember
It's closed.
it's closed. No, they have to reopen it. There were skeletons. I remember, and then I remember the bathroom. To get to the bathroom, it was like a bookcase, and you had to like grab the right like the door handle was like hidden in the bookcase or something. And I remember being like, I'm never gonna be able to find a way out of this bathroom, and I obviously did because I was with my mom. But is it closed?
No, I think that's no. There used to be others in different like states. There was like one. Crispy dill pickles.
Well, yeah, my new goal is to head back to that restaurant and
We
face
should
my
go.
fears.
No, like we should actually, but it's like year-round haunting.
No, yeah, like I never went with my family at Halloween. It was always like in the summer. So my goal is to head back there. And I passed it recently, the restaurant, when I was walking in the city. Um, and it was really like odd to see it again because I hadn't seen it in so long, but I want to head back and I want to face my fears because it would be fine now. But it was really scary at the time. What are you looking at, Tim?
I'm looking like to where it is. It's like very south.
Yeah, it's down.
Oh,
I don't remember where
we
it
got
is.
a s'more Sunday.
Tim, stop looking at the menu.
We should go here.
Okay, we'll make a plan and we'll go. Let's go see a Broadway show and then go to Jekyll and Hyde. Let's basically let's relive my childhood together. I think that would be ideal for us. All right, so what else do we have to talk about with Halloween? Any other costumes you may or may not want to see?
No.
Boring.
I kind of want to watch Scream again.
Right. What was I gonna say? What is with this whole new like movement where everybody's like, what is does the guy from Scream have a name? The ghost, like the killer, like or do you just?
I don't
call
want to
him-
give it away.
Okay, but like in the movie, what do they refer to him as?
Ghostface.
Ghostface. Okay, that's all I need
And
to
what's
hear.
funny is that throughout the movies, like they franchise it, like they make movies about the movie,
Right.
if that makes sense.
No, but I get
But they
it.
call it Stab instead of Scream, which is kind of funny.
Oh, weird. Okay, so Ghostface, whatever. I was gonna bring up the fact that I don't
So I don't
understand.
think they don't call it Ghostface till the movie. Like, so the movie inside the movie,
Mhm.
like they make the movie of the movie that you just watched, if that makes sense.
No, it doesn't make any
Okay,
sense.
so we
to me.
watched the first movie. And the
Okay.
second movie, the premise is that they made a movie about the first movie in that universe.
I still don't get it, but I'm just gonna say yes for the sake of time.
Okay.
Yes.
But that's when they start referring to him, I believe, as Scream.
Okay. Well, we're gonna call him Ghostface
Or
because
Ghostface, that's
whatever. The thing that I'm talking about is that I don't understand is why is everybody all of a sudden being like, oh my god, Ghostface is so attractive. I don't get it.
It's the person who's under Ghostface.
No, it's not. It's like they think the mask is attractive. Like I don't know what's with our generation or like why on my entire TikTok. I'm gonna be honest, it's 100% because of Brittany Broski. She talks about it all the time that she thinks these random like cosplayers are attractive.
Ghostface is different from Scream Ghostface. The Ghostface
What?
she's talking about is from like Call of Duty.
No.
No, I
It
know
is. No,
exactly.
it is. No, it is. But there's also this whole movement where the Scream Ghostface, everyone's like,
Is Brittany Broski on that train, or is this just separate from that?
this might be separate, but it also might be on the same. She talks about it on her podcast. Can we get Brittany Broski on our podcast? That would be my ideal special guest. Who would be your ideal special guest? Sorry.
Julie Andrews.
Oh, I was gonna save that conversation because I figured that could go on for a while. But if we want to bring up that right now,
No, we don't
can.
have to bring up Julie Andrews. Just I think
Just
she's
yet.
a legend, an icon, and she's getting up there.
Don't even say that, Tim, because you don't understand. We talked about this the other day, me, Tim, and Alex, about Julie Andrews and how she was getting a little bit older. And let's just say the three of us got really emotional. We had a deep talk about it.
I would go into mourning. Like
We're not even going to talk about that because I don't even need to put that in the atmosphere because I will get so upset. It won't even be funny. I won't be going to class the next day and I won't be doing anything for the next like 5 weeks. But yeah, honestly, my ideal podcast would be me, you, Alex, Julie Andrews, and Brittany Broski. I think we would have a great chat.
We don't have enough mics.
I will gladly share with Julie Andrews. Julie Andrews, obviously, she gets her own. Actually, Julie Andrews would get her own mic. So a Brittany Broski. The three of us would have to share a mic.
One mic?
Yeah, one mic.
Wow.
We'll work on that. When we eventually get Julie Andrews and Brittany Broski here, we'll make sure they have enough mics for all of us to have our own. What are you doing?
I'm just thinking.
Thinking about Julie Andrews?
Yeah.
Let's not.
I've been really into, not to get on the topic of us, but I've been really into podcasts lately.
What kind of podcasts?
There's this lovely podcast, and I think everyone out there who listens should go and watch. It's called Very Delta. It's by a lovely drag queen named Delta Work. And what she does, and as she likes to say, we don't fry the big fish here, we fry the small fish. So she just talks about like her experiences and just kind of complains about the little things in life.
Right. So my ideal podcast.
Yes, and I think we should take some sort of form of that.
Oh, we're gonna complain about the little things?
Like the little things, but she's like, one of them was talking about, when I walk into a restaurant and I say I want a table, and there's a difference between tables and booths. I don't want a booth.
Yeah,
I want a table.
Okay, yeah.
And she has this long podcast about iced tea and how iced tea should be prepared, and how when you say freshly brewed iced tea, it means it's hot. So then when you put it into a cup with 4 ice cubes in it, they all melt.
Yeah.
So you have to fill that to the top.
With
She
ice.
just fries the little fish, as I like to say.
Right. Would you like to discuss like
No, because I
little
haven't
things?
prepared.
Right. Different episode.
Um,
What other podcasts do you like? I could list some of mine if we'd like.
yeah.
I really like Brittany Broski's podcast,
Broski's good
obviously, but I don't like to listen to her podcast. I like to watch it, like on her YouTube channel
That's
when
the
she does it.
same. Because Delta Work does a video
Yeah,
component.
I like to like put that on in the background
But
when I'm doing my makeup. Maybe I'm doing homework or something. I need the visual there.
and sometimes I like what so Delta, the first 10 minutes is her ranting, and then
Right.
she has a guest. Half the time I don't even watch the guest. I just want
Yeah.
that you just have to watch it. It's just a 10-minute rant
Yeah.
about, like, last week she was talking about how stores have to do better with their plus size costumes
True.
because a large isn't a plus size,
No, it's not.
and that's all they have.
Right. Yeah. No. Right.
You know, it's just things like that.
Right. I agree. What other podcast do I listen to? I don't remember what their podcast is called. The Trixie and Katya one. What is it
It's
called?
just Bald and the Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's a lovely podcast.
I had a very big moment where I was listening to that a lot on the beach. I don't know why you're laughing. That one I wouldn't watch. I would just listen to that. This is a really weird one, but it's called Murder Mystery and Makeup. But that's another one where I know that there's a podcast for it, but I don't like that. I just want to watch her do her makeup while she talks about different murder mysteries. And I had to stop watching them because I started watching too many of them, and like it was just my entire recommendation on YouTube, and I thought that like the FBI was going to come after me because of how many of them I watched. I don't know, that's where my mind went, but it is. I don't know if I really listen to any other podcasts if I'm thinking about it, honestly.
I listen to there's one about a Broadway show, but
Right.
other than that,
I
wasn't
feel
really
like
listening to pods.
every girl at some age listens to Call Her Daddy at some point. I'm not going to go into the subject matter of what it is, but I'll explain later. But the girl, if you know, you know. And I think that every girl listens to that podcast at some point in her life. And I listened to it when she was first starting to kind of do them, or when she first did them solo. That's when I started listening to it. And I only think I listened to like 2 or 3 episodes. Again, it was like on the beach, but I didn't really give that much attention. Only really did it because everybody else was doing it or listening to it.
Oh, don't you hate that?
Yeah, gave into the peer pressure. Listened to a podcast that I didn't really like. Ugh, what a shame.
No, because I used to get a lot of podcasts when I was on the train.
Mm.
Because sometimes I would get bored of my music.
I get that. No, I do. Oh, you know what's a podcast I actually listened to a lot? It was probably the podcast I've actually listened to the most. I could actually not even tell you the name of it. It's the One Tree Hill podcast.
See, I haven't watched One Tree Hill.
You gotta watch it. It's the
I watched the West Wing podcast.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
It was the One Tree Hill podcast with the 3 lead girls in it. And they just go through the episode one by one, talk about like the background, what happened, how it was like filming, and it's so enjoyable. I loved that podcast. I haven't listened to it in a while, but that was a big driving podcast for me. I would listen to that while I drove and got ready. It was great. Should really give it another listen. I didn't really get that far with it, but at one point I caught up to the amount of episodes they had out.
Yeah, so that's the West Wing one I watch. Is that it's a recap of the show. And
Yeah.
It's someone who was on the show just talking about what was going on, what it was like, and they kind of go in depth on what the episode was actually about.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tim is now breaking the set.
I'm not. I'm just trying to see. I'm just trying to see what was under.
Thank you, Tim. I've been looking at my little like mic thing as it goes up, and I don't know if I'm talking loud enough, if I'm talking too loud.
I think we're talking fine.
So good. I hate looking back at these podcasts and watching myself talk. It makes
I
me really
don't.
upset.
I just kind of let it go.
Yeah, I choose not to look back. Oh my gosh, we should watch the ones of us from freshman year. That would be good.
No.
Watch party. Let's get it to 300 streams, guys.
No, I'm just curious. Hold on. Sorry, I'm getting annoyed.
Oh my gosh. I think we're gonna have a special guest.
Oh my god. Yeah.
You want to keep it talking?
You have to let her in.
Yeah, I'm gonna go let our special guest in.
Let me turn on her mic. So we have a really special guest. I don't know how you're all gonna feel about it. I think it's a really special guest. Oh, look who it is.
Hello.
It's Jill Klomberg,
Hello.
our special guest for today. Speak into the mic, ma'am.
I've decided to gift you all with my presents today.
Oh, we've been talking about so much.
What have you guys been talking
Our favorite
about?
podcast, Halloween.
Oh, good, good. What's your guys' favorite podcast?
We can't rediscuss it.
Oh, well, mine is the Emma Chamberlain one. Love her.
Oh, interesting.
Going a new route with my mic.
I am too because I'm about to throw it
I'm
out the
actually
window.
not. I'm putting it back down. Now I feel like the whole thing just had to restart over because we have a new guest.
Well, just
Jill,
continue.
tell us about yourself.
My name is Jill. I'm a junior here at Iona University, speech path major. From Blauvelt, New York.
Swag.
I'm in Iona Pep Band and Gamma Lambda Rho.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
my resume right there, actually.
Wow, that was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tim's been on his phone a lot.
No, I haven't.
Why? That's not very professional of you.
That's what I've been
I
saying.
was just trying to figure out some things.
Like what? Share it with the class.
I can't. Top secret.
Ooh.
Okay. Anyways.
What's
We've
your
been going
favorite-
on for like 45 minutes.
What
I
is-
don't even know what to talk about
We'll
anymore.
circle back a little.
All
What is
right.
your favorite like Halloween movie?
Oh, I love a Halloween movie. You guys know this.
Jill
Are we
could
talking?
talk about Halloween forever.
Well,
Are we
so-
talking scary movie or are we talking?
So
Halloween
we talked about like
movie?
our Halloween movie. We both agreed Halloween Town.
That's a
Ho-
classic. I also
Mm,
really, really love
yeah.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. I
We
think
just
it's
actually
also up there.
watched Hocus Pocus,
We
Jill
did
and I, the
the
other
other
day.
day.
Oh,
Did
I
you
know
finish that without me, by the way?
I did, unfortunately, but I'll watch it again.
It's all right, all right.
well,
Um,
I was saying scary movie. So I recently actually went
The
through
Scream movies.
watch the
We were
entire
just talking
Scream
about that a lot,
franchise,
actually.
and I could watch the first one over and over and over.
Scream is a really good franchise.
And I think we should watch it as a group later.
I really love Stephen King, so I'm a big fan of The Shining.
So I've actually never seen The Shining.
The Shining is a very scary movie, but the book is scarier.
So I went on about I think it was the summer of COVID. I was like, I'm gonna read a Stephen King book, and then my treat's gonna be like, then I watched the movie.
That's a good one. That's good.
So I read Misery, finished it within 2 days. Like, just sat down and was like, first of all, I got so grossed out. Also, I do the audible book. Also,
Stephen King is like twisted in the head. Have you guys ever heard of the movie / book Pet Cemetery by him?
I have not.
I have. My sister read it, or she was going to read it, and my dad was like, Allie, like, that's like terrifying.
It's one of my favorite books. It's about this person whose pet dies and they bury it in the cemetery and it comes back to life.
right.
And then these two parents, unfortunately, their daughter dies and they find out about the cemetery and they bury their daughter so that she'll come back to life, but she comes back like really, really twisted and scary.
Why is it
Scary.
called Pet Cemetery?
Because
if
it's where you
not
bring the
even a-
pets.
Because well, it's known to bring the pets back, but then the people brought their daughter back with it and it like turned out really bad.
Oh, plot twist.
Yeah. So then I read Misery, watched the movie. It was a great movie.
Mm-hmm.
She won an Oscar for it, but it wasn't as like twisted and gory as the book. So I got really disappointed.
Yeah.
So then I gave up.
The books are always scarier because you can go into more detail with the words, and then you
Sure.
you imagine the weird shit with your weird stuff with your.
I told Jill one thing: don't curse on the podcast.
I'm sorry, that's my bad. I said
Um,
stuff.
But yeah, so actually, The Shining's been on my list. I also was supposed to. I think I started Christine, but that's a thick book.
That's a
uh,
scary one too.
Killer Car.
I had a big phase in
That
my
one's, like,
senior
really
year of
messed up.
high school where I watched a lot of horror movies in my senior year of high school, but like with friends and stuff. But I couldn't tell you a lick of any of their names, and I barely paid attention every single time. No, I have 2 great horror movies that don't even classify as horror movies that are so great.
I know what she's about to
Coraline?
say.
No,
Coraline is my favorite movie.
we're not.
So
well,
Coraline
no,
scared
no,
me as a
no, no,
child. That spider scene with the button
And The
eyes.
Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, don't even get me started.
we'll
Corpse
talk-
Bride. Those are my
no.
3 top favorites. I know Gabby hates them, but
We'll
I
talk
love
about
them.
that in a minute. Anyways, hit movie everybody must watch.
Oh my
I'm
God.
looking right at the camera when I say this. The hit film Ma. Everyone must
Is
watch
that the one?
Ma with
who's in that?
Octavia Spencer.
And is she the one like, oh, go clean the oven, get in there?
Don't make me drink alone. That's what she says, and she like sings it into the phone and sends like a Snapchat. Basically, it's this creepy lady. She hosts parties for these high schoolers in her basement. She becomes obsessed with them, like kills them off because they're like, she's a little weird. Why is she like hosting us parties in her basement? And it's kind of like, it's almost like,
Is
in a-
it fun? So wait, are
Yeah,
these
It's like a
high-
knockoff of a scary movie.
but is it?
but
like,
it's not
so
a
is it-
knockoff. It's
It's
like
the premise like the high school is like, we need a place to party, and she's like, come to my basement.
yeah. So like
Yeah.
imagine a little bit like what's that show with the not that show, the book with the gingerbread house that I'm forgetting the name of.
Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel. Imagine it's a little bit like Hansel and Gretel where she's like luring them, luring
Luring them.
them
I don't know.
into her basement, but like with whatever. And then like I don't know, she's in love with one of the guy's dads, but then she's secretly in love with one of them. It's like it's really dark and twisted, but I just think it's the funniest movie ever. And it's not supposed to be funny, but it's just like so bad.
It's
It's
so bad
comedically
that-
good.
Oh, you guys know what's a funny, like, scary movie, but isn't really a scary movie? The Scary Movie franchise.
Oh,
Scary
that
movie.
was
that's
good.
see, but
Those are
that's
funny. I
supposed to
like
be
those.
funny.
Yeah, those are
Ma
supposed to be,
is
like,
not supposed to
satire.
be funny, but it's funny. That's the difference. Also,
Then
there's
what's
this movie
that movie where
called.
they drop them off at the grandparents' house, and then there's like the kid.
I don't even know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyone know what I'm talking about? I remember
Nope.
the commercial, and then it was like the old lady's like, get in the oven.
That's Hansel and Gretel, Tim.
No, but like.
Oh
there's,
my
like,
god! Wait, stop this conversation. But you know those text things where you could sign up for, where it's like text from a stranger, where it's like you'll rent. It's a thing where like you'll randomly get it. Like it's a automated like service thing. Like it's not like a text from a stranger actually, but it's like you randomly will get a text like whenever, like you can't control it, and it will be like advice from like the world. Like it's supposed to be. It's basically like CoStar. It's
I love
basically
my
CoStar, but
CoStar.
it's through a text.
Oh, wait,
And
I
you
want to
can't-
sign up for it.
You can't control it. You can name it your contact whatever you want. So I named the contact Harry Styles.
Right.
But it's supposed to be like advice you need exactly in the
How
moment.
do you sign
and
up for
somehow,
that?
I don't know how I found it. I don't know because my cousins all do it, and like it's a huge thing. But anyways, it's supposed to be like the advice you need in that moment. Like the universe somehow knows you need that moment.
What
Like
did
it's
it
great.
just text you?
So let's see what I just got because I've gotten some crazy texts exactly in moments that I needed it, like that were like weird. Like, but let's
if
see
it's
what it
about
said.
scary movies.
You don't have to figure it out all on your own. It's okay to ask for directions.
Do you need directions for somewhere?
You know what? I am pretty
You always
lost
seem.
right now.
No, my co-star. Let's look at my co-star.
Oh, wait, I'll look at my
Someone
CoStar,
teach me
too.
how to get to my next class.
Mine said something funny this morning, I think.
Oh, are we all going on our co-stars now? Sorry,
Yeah.
My
guys, we just
co-star
kinda
says people are
switched
impressed
up.
by your accomplishments.
I'm
Oh.
impressed by your accomplishments, Timmy. Oh, mine doesn't really make much sense. Encourage desired behavior by rewarding it.
Ooh.
What do you have? Do and don'ts. What are your do and don'ts?
Oh,
for
my
today?
do and don'ts are high heat. My do is high heat, ballroom dancing, and reconciliations. So maybe I should make friends with somebody that I used to not be
Right.
friends with.
That's
My
good.
don'ts are zoning out, dodging questions, and nitpicking.
Right. All right.
I can get behind that.
Mine is don't be scared to tell each other the truth. That can mean a lot of things. My do is lawn games, sock hops, drive-in theater. My
Oh.
don't is in crowd, architects,
Don't get with an architect.
and blind trust.
Okay.
And in related to
Wow.
Jill, says highly compatible with today with Jill.
Oh, slay.
You and Jill are two octopuses using your tentacles to swing around on a swing set and holding on tight when someone tries to yank you apart.
Excuse me?
That's a lot.
Wait, yeah, I think I'm gonna like post that on my Instagram story right now. That's what we have
Wow.
today. Is
That
mine gonna
was
be the same?
Yeah, we'll be the exact same. That was crazy.
That's
I don't even know
awesome.
what to describe for that. Like,
Good. I like that a lot, actually.
oh my god. I don't actually have anything to say about that. Just like, right.
Oh wait, mine says something different. Wait, I don't know if I'm in the right place as you, but this is what the other one that it says.
Oh, all right.
Jill, you have the remarkable ability to gather information, and Gabby's learning to handle bad taste. You get each other's senses of humor today. It's okay to disagree. Know that you can talk to them without feeling judged.
That
Uh,
feels like advice for us every day of the
Yeah.
week, but
I like the
guess.
octopus ones better.
Yeah, I'll send you a screenshot of that.
Awesome. What about you, Timmy?
Tim,
What are your
were
do's
you
and don'ts?
pulling up your
Oh.
co-star?
My do's are flexing, details, and perspective.
Right.
Flexing.
Right.
And then my don'ts are gatekeep, virtuoso, overpromise.
Virtues over promise.
No, it says virtuoso.
I'm not the best speller and reader.
Virtuosos. I'm not sure what that means.
Someone look up what virtuoso means,
I'm looking it up right now.
because I'm not supposed to do that.
What if it's what you're doing right now?
Gatekeeping. I love a gatekeep.
Okay, virtuoso's definition. Oh. A person highly skilled in music or another artistic pursuit. And the example is a celebrated clarinet virtuoso.
So I'm not supposed to be good at anything or music. I'm not doing the show.
Oh,
I feel like this is an artistic pursuit, though.
So they're telling me to abandon this show.
basically they're telling you to abandon this
Call it
podcast,
quits.
end it right now. We're done.
Well,
That's
we
the
are
ending of
also
the
almost out of
podcast.
time.
Is that how we end the podcast? With your co-star telling us to end the podcast?
My co-star told me we have to end.
Yeah, the co-star just told us we have to end the podcast.
It's unfortunate, but you know what? You got to listen to it sometimes.
Yeah, you might have to end
I
it.
never listen to my co-star.
Well, you are
I
Sometimes
like
my
to.
co-star tells me to do something, I do the complete opposite,
Why?
Right.
just for fun.
And then do
Oh,
you-
my next pod's here.
Oh,
Should
so that
we-
might see your
See?
co-star told you to end it, and
Wow.
now it's the
Oh.
other. Yep.
Okay, guys, it was lovely. Maybe we'll be back next week. Who knows when we'll be back?
Hopefully, we'll
delightful.
have our other co-star.
But it was great to have
co-host
Jill
back.
stop by today.
It was
Thank
so
you guys
great.
for having me. I
Of
really
course,
Anytime
I
of
loved
day.
having you on this pod.
Bye.
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 Bye. I'm so funny.